The aim of Phoenix is to investigate paranormal activity and related strange events. A lot of people call Phoenix when they have nowhere else to turn.
Tonight, they've been called in by staff at the Eagle and Child pub in Lancashire.
What sort of activity have you witnessed and experienced here?
Seeing glasses fly off the shelves, not knocks off the shelf.
Other staff have seen apparitions of a man, but the movement of glasses appears to be the phenomenon most often witnessed.
The photo frame went, and again, the photo frame and lots of bottles flew off the shelf.
Deciding there's enough evidence to conduct an investigation, the team get to work recording the area on camera. They're the best equipped paranormal squad in the country.
During investigations, we use a varied range of equipment. Infrared night vision, the thermal scanner, camera equipment of all sorts, voice-activated tape recorder. This is our digital camera, passive infrared detectors, stroboscopic light.
Continuing the search for paranormal energy, Scott moves upstairs where he finds a room 15 degrees colder than the rest of the building.
24.
The room also has a strong effect on Jeff.
Right. But the wall, how thick would you say the wall is? Is it 2-3 foot?
Yeah.
Because I get the impression that there's something buried in it. We've got a feeling as though, funnily enough, there's a body buried in the wall.
Phoenix are only an hour into their investigation, but psychics Jeff and Jackie have already compiled useful information.
I think everybody's picking up on something, even yourselves, because there is a lot of energy around this building.
I told you when I had a small boy. The small boy is still following me around. Where's little flat cat? I've got children in hard labour, and there's definitely been a fire of some description. It's not enough to destroy the property. A family, definitely a mother and a son, have died through burning. Be better without the light on then.
Yeah.
Based on their initial findings, Scott and his team believe the greatest source of paranormal energy is coming from the basement. The best way to find it is with the lights out.
Try the other one.
I think whatever it is playing hide and seek with us down here. There's something in here. It's actually getting it.
The energy they hoped to find has not yet appeared.
Turn of the century it was built. It's a Methodist hall up to the 60s. Then it was derelict for a short time. Then it was a car showroom. Then derelict again, and then a bar. That's basically all I know about it.
Occasionally when I come down here in the middle of the night, you can feel that somebody's watching you, or you think somebody's there, and you turn around and there's just nothing there at all.
We were sat around here one night and a glass sort of came up off the bar and moved. Glass just sort of moved up, dropped back down and smashed on the bar. Smashed.
You'll be down at the bottom half of the kitchen and the sinks will all come on. And all the hot water and the cold water just come on full.
It was one night after work, it was about 3:30 in the morning, sitting having a drink with a couple of members of staff, and suddenly all the lights went off. I thought, well, that's strange, because it's on the switch and you need to physically pull the switch down. So I went over to where the control panel was on the DJ console. It's like walking into a freezer, and literally all my hairs were up on edge.
I believe in something, but I'm not sure whether I could class that as a ghost or not.
It could be a massive coincidence that, you know, strange things are happening. Also in the changing room, like, when we're getting changed at the end of our shift, like, water would come up out of the sink.
All the things that have been witnessed by various members of staff and myself have happened in this area, and we're directly underneath the organ, which is upstairs in the original Methodist hall. There is something strange happening here. I would like to know why things are happening which I've got no answers for as a general manager.
The aim of Phoenix is to be able to present cohesive information and factually based information to prove the existence of energies beyond what we physically perceive. What we've got so far
there is more than one spirit.
I expected the chart at the Albert Hall to be quite religious orientated. One thing which I felt really unhappy with was the moon in Aquarius. Now, a moon in Aquarius in the Albert Hall chart does not fit in with a religious environment.
We also got a lot of what I would call negative energy in the place. There was a lot of aggression.
Children's voices.
Who perhaps have suffered or been abused at some stage in their life. It's the souls of these young children that were here that want to tell their story.
We'd had a certain amount of success with we'd picked up some orbs on the camera and they were looking good, and we'd also had the pole, we'd also had a lot of activity with it moving, but generally it seemed to be very quiet. Around 11 o'clock we were talking all in the lower level of the church. We were all and a couple of the team had mentioned that they'd heard a choir singing. We turned the camera on and put the camera as to talk about the choir singing, and then all of a sudden there was a smash. Everyone was stunned basically.
To the right of where you're standing now. What happened?
We didn't know what had happened. We all span round. Everyone was speechless. Then we realised that a glass had been flung by something, I don't know what, about a good 8 foot from the top of the balcony of the church down to just behind Jeff, who frankly looked terrified. As we were filming during the evening, we didn't expect anything to happen. We were very sceptical all evening, and then when it did happen, we just didn't believe it was happening, because we were rolling and we just didn't know what to do at all. We didn't know where to point the camera. We didn't know what to do. It was basically, as you can tell from the footage, everyone was just shocked. We came back after the shoot, obviously very excited about having you know, been witness to what had happened. We wanted to get the tape out of the machine as soon as possible, and we put it in, and during just a viewing of it we noticed something strange on the screen, and when we played it back in slow motion it was just like nothing we could explain at all. There was some sort of movement and we just couldn't explain it. There was something beyond our knowledge at work in there.
If it is proven that there are ghosts here at this bar, they're more than welcome to stay as long as they behave themselves, because they were here before us.
Born down here, you know, and you're just like, welcome anybody, come down, you know.